We ready? At this time, I would like to ask if everyone could make sure your cell phones are silenced, and please rise for the opening invocation. Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever. Amen.
Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward, march. Color guards, halt. Color guards, please post colors. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Color guards, salute.
I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tip. Please join us in the Scout Oath. On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, and to help people to at all times to get myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Tip. Color guards, reform.
Here you go.
Please be seated. As the Scoutmaster of Troop 435, it is my pleasure that this Eagle Court of Honor for Claire Matherly is now officially open.
Thank you, Liz. As we begin this Eagle Court of Honor and examine the trail to Eagle, it is fitting that we start with the fundamental principles of scouting, the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. We have just joined together in reciting the oath. Now let us further begin our ceremony by lighting the candles symbolic of the three parts of the Scout Oath. First, duty to God and country. Duty to others. And duty to self. In scouting, as in most activities of life, there are rules. These rules of scouting are found in the 12 points of the Scout Law. As a candle is lit for each point of the Scout Law, let us pay careful attention to the words and rededicate ourselves to the principles contained in those words. A scout is trustworthy.
A scout tells the truth. She keeps her promises. Honesty is part of her code of conduct.
Jocelyn? A scout is loyal.
A scout is true to her family, friends, scout leaders, school, nation, and world community.
A scout is helpful.
A scout is concerned about other people. She willingly volunteers to help others without expecting payment or reward.
You have your paper? A scout is friendly.
Un scout es un amigo de todos, es hermano de todos los scouts. Busca comprender a los demás, respeta a quienes tienen ideas y costumbres diferentes a las suyas.
Translation. A scout is friendly to all. She is a sister to other scouts. She seeks to understand others. She respects those with ideas and customs that are different from her own.
A scout is courteous.
A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. She knows good manners and makes it easier for other people to get along together.
A scout is kind.
A scout understands that there is strength in being gentle. She treats others as she wants to be treated. She does not harm or kill anything without reason.
A scout is obedient.
A scout follows the rules of her family, school, and troop. She obeys the laws of her community and country. If she thinks these rules and laws are unfair, she tries to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobey them.
A scout is cheerful.
A scout looks for the bright side of life. She cheerfully does tasks that come her way. She tries to make others happy.
A scout is thrifty.
A scout works to pay her way and to help others. She saves for the future. She protects and conserves natural resources. She carefully uses time and property.
A scout is brave.
A scout can face danger even if she is afraid. She has the courage to stand for what she thinks is right even if others laugh at or threaten her.
A scout is clean.
A scout keeps her body and mind fit and clean. She goes around with those who believe in living these same ideas. She helps keep her home and community clean.
And lastly, a scout is reverent.
A scout is reverent toward God. She is faithful in her religious duties. She respects the beliefs of others.
while Gracie's trying to light a stubborn candle. Good job, Gracie. At this time, we will have our first guest speaker. We first met Bill Cochran a few weeks ago as Claire was preparing for her final board of review. Bill, as the chairman of the Eagle Board, was immensely helpful in getting her through her board and made a great impression on me specifically as it related to being helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, and cheerful. With that, I'll turn things over to Bill to talk about application of the Scout Oath and Scout Law in living a successful life. Bill?
You mind if I just stand up here and talk?
Let me the mic.
Can everybody hear me? All right, I can do. I got it loud enough. It's not as loud as Chris's, but it's pretty good. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes. Testing. Oh, we have online stuff here too.
Oh yeah, we're streaming.
Okay. What I want to do is just pull out. I've got a few notes here that. Jotted down just so I wouldn't forget. When you get above 25 years old, your mind starts to lose its rememberers. So I'm a little bit older than 25. But Daniel had touched base with me and had asked, when the Eagle Board was for the Mount Cameron District, and that his daughter Claire was going to come before the board and for her final, and she had her project all completed, and we worked together a little bit and made sure that all the paperwork was done before she showed up for the board. And I was privileged to sit on that board when Claire came through, and a lot of times a lot of people have this preconceived idea of what an Eagle Board is, and many times people think that an Eagle Board is like some old ogre up there that is fixing to, dress down the scout, because they might not know exactly what's going on, or they're going to ask them all these real hard questions. But the way that I try to focus on the board is to use it as a teaching experience for the scout. And, it's more like an interview. And because that's what the scouting program is. It's an opportunity for scouts to learn in a controlled environment, and they can make mistakes, and it's not going to cost them anything other than they might be able to learn from it. And when Claire came before the board, one of the things that we require are letters of recommend, and thank you for everybody that turned those letters in. But one of the letters that I read, it really laid out a lot of who Claire is as a person and as a scout, and I was very impressed with the things that she does, not only in the scouting community but within the community as a whole. One of the things that I was able to get a copy of the program here today. And you're going to find this out here shortly. But one of the things that is in the scouting program, we have merit badges that everybody has to, get and fill out, and it helps the scouts learn a lot of different things. There's over 120-something merit badges out there. Well, there are several of them that are Eagle required, and one of them that is near and dear to my heart are the citizenship merit badges. And I found that the very first Eagle required merit badge that Claire had gotten was citizenship in the nation. And when I saw that, I was just like, that is absolutely cool. That is one of the best things that could ever happen, because I love that merit badge. I used to teach it at winter camp at Camp Pellissippi, and we would teach all three of them at the same time on the same day. We didn't get them all finished, but World was done. The other two were about 50-60% done. And one of the things that really, the reasons why I like the citizenship merit badges so much is because it focuses on rights, duties, and obligations as a citizen of the United States of America. And, we have certain rights, that are constitutional rights, the right to the right to have free speech, the right to peaceably assemble, the right to bear arms. Okay, no Snickers out of that. That was pretty bad. Okay, I'll have to try that one again later on. But and then we have obligations. We are obligated to pay taxes. We are obligated to follow the law. And we have duties. We have the duty to vote. That's also an obligation, in my opinion. But it's a duty that we have to vote and make this country work, make it the greatest country in the world, which it is. It has been for a very long time. And pray to God that it continues that way, for many years to come. One of the main things about those citizenship merit badges and what they teach is to be a good citizen of the United States and of the world and of the community. It starts in the community. We're in a community right now. We're in the scouting community. We're in the church community. We're in the community of La Follette, Tennessee. But what is the smallest community that is available to us? Does anybody have any idea? And if you've been through my citizenship class, has anybody been through my citizenship class up here? Nope. What is the smallest community that you belong to? Family. That's exactly right. Family. And if you focus on the family and do the things that are included in the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, your family is going to be blessed, and those people around your family are going to see what's going on, and they're going to ask why your family is so cool. What are the things about your family? What do you do that makes it so cool? And you can say that, look, I follow the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, and I do those things. Now, there are many people in the world that have made an influence in the world. Can one person change the world? That's a yes or no question. Can one person change the world? Yes. All right. So give me an example of somebody. Just call it out. Who is one person who has changed the world? Give me an example. Abraham Lincoln. Who else? Jesus Christ. Yes. Who else? Martin Luther King. All right. Now, what's really cool is that I ask that question a lot of times, and they go the opposite direction. They go to Hitler. They go to Stalin. They go to Pol Pot. Different people like that. They focus on the negative side, but it's really cool that you guys focus on the positive side. So that kind of answers my question, what I was going to ask next. Good or bad, individuals can change the world. All right. I'm going to read something that a retired U.S. Navy SEAL Admiral had given a commencement speech to UT. And it's the other UT, it's University of Texas. So he's a Longhorn. They have orange also, but it's burnt orange, okay? But Admiral McRaven, it's William McRaven, he says, if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will accomplish the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will turn into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you will never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, at least you can come home to a bed that's made. All right? The Scout Oath and the Scout Law, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. And I know I missed something in there, but I can't think of what it is. Follow the Scout Law. Thank you. Scout Law. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. We just had all of these candles lit up on each of those. If you follow the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, you're going to be a successful individual. You might not have fame or fortune. You might not be able to change the world, that people all over the world would be able to see, but you're going to be a success, and the people around you are going to be blessed by what you do when you do those things. And again, thank you so much, Claire, for allowing me to speak today, and that was pretty awesome. So.
Eagle can best be described as a steep trail leading up 3 peaks, the highest peak being that of the Eagle Scout. Officially, the trail starts with the tenderfoot rank and continues through second and first class ranks. It is upon completion of the first class rank that the mountain climbing truly begins. The path is marked with merit badges, leadership, responsibilities, service projects, and the practice of scouting skills and ideals. The first peak reached is that of Star Scout. The second is Life Scout, and then finally Eagle. Now we shall hear the story of Claire's trail to Eagle. Each part will be told by a scout either holding or aspiring to the respective rank.
She explained the meaning of each point of the Scout Law. She practiced these ideals in everyday life. She earned 5 merit badges, including the Eagle Required Merit Badge, Citizenship in the Nation. She earned the Totem Chit and her Fireman Chit. She showed the Scout spirit by participating in service projects to include painting the Elk Tower and helping at the 125th anniversary celebration for La Follette, Tennessee. She had a personal growth conference and a board of review.
In earning the rank of second-class scout, Claire did the following. She was active in the troop and her patrol while being a tenderfoot. She earned 6 merit badges, including the Eagle Required Merit Badges, Citizenship in the World, Emergency Preparedness, and First Aid. She showed Scout spirit by participating in service projects to include volunteering at the Helping to clean up after the Louie Bluey Arts Festival. She had a personal growth conference and a board of review.
To earn the rank of first-class scout, Claire did the following. She demonstrated basic orienteering skills. She participated in 10 troop or patrol activities. She served as patrol cook on a campout. She discussed the rights and obligations of a citizen. She identified 10 kinds of native plants. She demonstrated the ability with knots and lashings. She demonstrated first aid skills. She earned 3 merit badges, including the Eagle Required Merit Badge Cooking. She had a personal growth conference and a board of review.
In earning the rank of Star Scout, Claire did the following. She was active in the troop for at least 4 months after earning first class. She showed Scout spirit. She earned 15 merit badges, including the Eagle Required Merit Badges, Citizenship in the Community, Environmental Science, Family Life, Personal Management, and Citizenship in Society. She showed Scout spirit by participating in the service projects to include making no-sew blankets, living in activity in Sergeant Park, volunteering at Food Life Services, and scouting for food. She served at least 4 months in a troop leadership position. She had a personal growth conference and a board of review.
In order to earn the rank of Life Scout, Claire did the following. She was active in the troop for at least 6 months after earning Star. She earned 20 merit badges, including the Eagle required merit badges, hiking, camping, and communication. In the progress of completing her hike and camping merit badges, Claire also completed the requirements for a 50-miler reward. She completed this hiking over 60 miles around North Dam Lake Park, while performing trail beautification as a service project. She showed Scout spirit by participating in service projects, including volunteering Food Life Services, attending and speaking at annual Good Scout dinners, attending a North Lake cleanup project, assisting at the homestead events. She served at least 6 months in the troop leadership position. She had personal growth confidence and a board of review.
Up to this point, Claire's peers in Troop 435 have told you of her journey from new Scout to prestigious rank of Life Scout. As you may be able to tell, just making it this far is an exceptional accomplishment in and of itself. Less than half of all Scouts ever make it to life, and to make it this far is an amazing accomplishment that any Scout should be very proud to achieve. To complete this journey to summit the last peak is such an arduous task. Only 6 in every 100 Scouts complete the journey. Here to tell you about the last trek of Claire's journey to Eagle is her dear friend and Campbell County female scouting trailblazer, Macy Kidler.
She was active in the troop for at least 6 months after earning life. She earned 2 merit badges, including the Eagle required merit badge, Personal Fitness. She showed Scout spirit by participating in service projects to include volunteering, scouting for food, attending the annual Good Scout dinner, but most importantly, by completing her Eagle Scout project of installing 3 little free libraries around Campbell County to help improve access to books for those in need. She served at least 6 months in a troop leadership position. She participated in a personal growth conference, and she was reviewed by a board of review, which included representatives from the Great Smoky Mountain Council. I'm incredibly proud of Claire, and I think speaking on the troop's behalf, she is, oh my gosh, what's the word? She's an incredible role model. She has worked every step of the way to get where she's at, and I think she absolutely deserves this more than anyone else.
At this time, I would like to introduce Regina White. Regina is an active member of Scouting in Campbell County, and she has acted in various roles within Troop 435 for as long as Claire and her sisters have been in Scouting. It's my great pleasure to announce that Regina will be acting as Scoutmaster for a new linked BSA troop in Campbell County. Regina, would you please come forward and deliver the Eagle Charge to Claire?
The Scouts of the world constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in history, and you, Claire Matherly, have been counted worthy of this highest rank in its membership. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you well know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked person. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, to your fellow Scouts, and to all humankind in general. This is a great undertaking, and as you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your fraternal Scouts. If you fail, you bring down the good name of all true and worthy Scouts. Your responsibility goes beyond your fellow Scouts, to your country and your God. America has many good things to give you and your children after you. But these things depend on the qualities she instills in her citizens. You are prepared to help America in all that she needs most. She has a great past, and you are here to make her future greater. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Lift every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service to God and your fellow men and women, to finest living. We have too many who use their strength and their intellect to exploit others for selfish gains. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on the solid foundations of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. Whatever others may do, you will leave behind you a record of which every scout may be proud.
At this time, I would like to request that Claire's mother, Sasha Matherly, please come join me as Claire is presented with her Eagle rank.
The symbol of your success is the Eagle Badge, which Regina will now present to your mother. Your mother will in turn pin the badge over your heart. Claire, please light your candle. Claire Matherly, in recognition of the wisdom and guidance given to you by your father, will you present him with this eagle tie tag, which he will be proud to wear in your honor? Very good. And now also, in recognition of the many hours of patient guidance given to you in your efforts, will you pin the Eagle Mother's Pin on your mother?
At this point in the Court of Honor, Claire would like to make a few remarks.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for taking time out of your day to come to my Court of Honor. I am honored to be here receiving my Eagle rank, and even more honored to be able to share this moment with all of you. So thank you. A little under 2 years ago, I was packing my bags for what was to be my first camping trip with Troop 435. I'd only been in Scouts for about a month, and I was still very unsure and uninformed when it came to the dynamics of a BSA unit. My hope for the camping trip was simply to keep up, to be able to do what was asked of me and get through the trip without any issues. I was still nervous while unpacking my bags and setting up camp. However, within the first few hours of getting there, that initial fear had melted away. What replaced it was now what is quite a familiar feeling. The feeling you get when you wouldn't change a thing, when you're perfectly happy where you're at, when you belong. Through the long nights of karaoke, the hikes upstream, and the exorbitant amounts of money spent at the gift shop, I found a place where I was perfectly content. And yet, as I continued scouting, I realized it wasn't just a place. It was a group of people. It was a structure that scouting brings to my life. It's a joy of learning something completely new. After that trip, an analogy began to form in my mind. I like to think of a scouting experience as a seed that is planted by those around you. They grow tall, their roots feeding you for the rest of your life. What I failed to see in the beginning was how very large the smallest seeds can grow to be. That camping trip has now grown into a sturdy foundation in my scouting journey. I continue to use these lessons learned from hikes, service projects, and campouts every day. With each new experience comes a new seed growing to further steady me and keep me grounded throughout life. These seeds can take many different shapes. They may grow into valuable skills of the outdoors, virtues that scouts carry with them, or the knowledge that is taught by the many different merit badges. I learned so many different things from campouts alone, which, if you haven't already gathered, is one of my favorite aspects of scouting. One of the most rewarding skills I've learned is using a knife and some flint to light a fire. The experience of working with your troop to gather materials as needed, set it up properly, and then get a fire going is one of my favorite experiences. The teamwork and leadership that each of us learned during that time is an important and valuable lesson that each of us will continue to use. Yes, each scout experience comes with opportunities and lessons learned, from horse riding to hiking to trying and failing to fish. There is always something to take away. I've learned so much and continue to learn each time I attend a scouting event. Scouting also allows us to become active members in our community. In fact, service projects are one of my favorite things to do. I love being able to benefit the community while doing something I love. One of the most memorable for me was the cleanup we did on Norris Lake of early last year. On this trip, we drove out boats to different beaches on the lake to help pick up over 40 tons of trash. We found huge chunks of styrofoam, tires, and hundreds of bottles. Seeing the beaches become clean as we work was an amazing thing. We had so much fun, and I know that through that project, we were able to make the beaches a safer and more enjoyable place for all of the people and animals who use them. The teamwork I saw that day was truly inspiring, and it is times like these that show us what Scouts is really about. Through scouting, I've discovered a love for the outdoors that I was not fully aware of before. In fact, Scouts has helped me discover interests that I did not know I had. I had rarely even gone camping or hiking before joining. Now, I go almost every other month, and hiking has become my favorite pastime. It's instilled in me a sense of adventure that wasn't there before. If it wasn't for Scouts, I may never have discovered my love for wildlife biology and conservation. I may never have chosen to take a degree in it. I often wonder what would have changed if I had made a different decision, if I had not joined BSA. And honestly, it makes me that much more grateful that I did. These are the results of the seeds that are planted through Scouts, their growth already changing my life for the better. If you are here tonight, you have helped to plant a seed. If you've been in Scouts for years, or if this is your first event, you have helped to plant a seed. If you've helped to support a Scout in any way, shape, or form, you have helped to plant a seed. They may not be visible now, but eventually they'll grow into a sturdy base for our lives to grow off of. They are one of the most valuable things a Scout could ever have. That leads me into what being an Eagle Scout means to me. It's not just about the celebration or the way it looks on a resume. For me, it's about being able to plant the seeds of the Scout spirit in the next generation of Eagle Scouts, bringing them the opportunities that were granted to me by all of you, making the memories that so many Scouts of the past treasure. That's what I look forward to most. And the only reason that I'm able to follow the dream is because of all of you. Without you, I may never have joined the BSA. So I would like to take a moment to thank some of the most influential people in my scouting journey. First, my siblings, Madeline Matherly, Noah Matherly, and Zuzu Matherly. I want to thank you for your patience with me and all of my projects. When all other Scouts had a choice on whether to help and participate, you were dragged along. Not only did you come along for the journey, but you aided me to the best of your ability. You helped me with everything I asked and supported me throughout my journey, going out of your way to help me with my Eagle Project, fundraiser, and this Court of Honor. You taught me many lessons and shared with me many scouting and camping memories. There are so many things that would not have been possible without your help. So again, thank you. Next, for my scouting peers, Emma Ayers, Natalie Clevenshire, Jocelyn Disney Bolton, Macy Kibler, Mackenzie Kibler, Macy Glover, Lakely Miller, Beth Needham, Maddie Matherly, Zuzu Matherly, Caitlin Phillips, Casey Villavicencio, I think, Molly White, Gracelyn Wilson, and Carison Lawler. When I say that none of this could have happened without you, I mean it. Both scouts new to the troop and those who have been here the whole journey have been vital towards my path towards Eagle. The help and support that each of you offered me was overwhelming, both during my project and through my entire trail to Eagle. You continue to inspire me, teach me new lessons, and make scouting fun. Without you, I don't know where I would be, but it certainly wouldn't be here. I'm incredibly grateful for every single one of you, and I cannot wait to see where each of your scouting journey takes you. I plan to support and help you each step of the way, just as you've done for me. Thank you. Yes, and sit down. On that note, I want to specifically call out Macy Kibler. Macy has served as an inspiration and role model for me since the very beginning of my path to Eagle. I remember the first feeling of enthusiasm about Scouts came from the early lessons that were taught by Macy. Listening to her teach us about the uses for each of the tools in her first aid kit, or showing us how to light a fire for the first time, made me truly excited to keep coming back to Scouts. Macy has supported me throughout my scouting journey as we've progressed through the ranks together. She's a valuable leader and a guide for me and for all around her. Macy, thank you so much for everything you've done for both me and for the troop. When I say your name, please stand, receive your award, and then you can sit back down. I would also like to thank some of the leaders in my life who've encouraged me and helped me through all of my time as a scout. Logan Hickman, Amy Kibler, Michelle Wilson, Rob Kibler, Chris Thacker, and Crystal Thacker. Throughout my journey, you have been there at every turn. You've encouraged me through each rank, each badge, each project. When I asked for help, you were there without question. Through each milestone, you were there beside me, always ready to cheer me on and keep me going. It's people like you who make the dream that is reaching Eagle a reality. The time that each of you have invested in me has not gone unnoticed. I sincerely thank you for your unwavering support. I would now like to take this time to thank one of the most important scouting figures in mine and so many others' trails through the BSA, Regina White. Regina has been there for me every single time I needed her. She is constantly ready to support me through whatever project or rank I am working on. She's a role model for everyone around her, not just through her work in Scouts, but in how she lives her life. I strive to have the same commitment to others as she does and to touch as many lives as she has. I know Regina will continue to have a huge impact on Scouts as she starts her journey as Scoutmaster of the newest troop in Campbell County. Regina, I want you to know how vital you have been through my entire path through the BSA. You are a wonderful leader, guide, and friend. You've taught me many things and planted many seeds, and I know you will continue to do so as your personal journey through Scouts continues. I cannot say thank you enough for what you have done for me and for so many others. Without you, Scouting would not be the same. Now it is time for me to thank the person who makes all of this possible. The person who makes scouting experience truly wonderful for all of us here in Troop 435, Scoutmaster Elizabeth White. I must admit, I struggled to sum up all that Liz does in one paragraph. If I said all that truly deserved a thank you, we would be here until midnight. Unfortunately, I do not have that kind of time, and I'm sure that you want to get to your ice cream. So I will try my best with what I have. Liz supports each of us to no end, ready to help with whatever needs done with a smile on her face. No matter what is asked of her, she is ready to support. Oftentimes I wonder how she does it all to keep the troop running, as well as make time to go above and beyond for every single event, project, and meeting. Her commitment to the troop is truly commendable and inspirational. I know so many Scouts look to her as they progress through the ranks, just as I have for the past 2 years. Not only does she make everything possible, but she makes sure that no matter what we are doing, we are having fun. She jumps through hoops to ensure there's never a dull moment during camping trips, that we are learning a new skill or braving a new task. The amount of care that she puts into the troop is seen and appreciated by all of her scouts. Liz, you are the glue that holds this troop together. You bring life to scouts in a way that no other can. You're the light. You light the path to Eagle for many, as you have for me. I would not have gotten here without you, and for that I am truly grateful. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank one of the people who convinced me to join Scouts in the first place, my father, Daniel Matherly. As many of you know, I was not excited about joining Scouts at first. The only reason I did it was because of the encouragement that my parents gave me. My dad knew that I would love Scouts if I only gave it a try, and he was certainly right, although for a long time there I refused to admit it. Even so, as my journey through Scouts began and grew, he was there to help me with whatever I needed. He was there helping me complete the requirements for merit badges, hiking over 60 miles in the mud and rain, and preparing me and helping me during my path to Eagle. The sacrifices that he made to get me here, both in Scouts and in school, are too many to list on this page, and frankly, I don't want to be up here talking for 3 hours. He grew my love for scouting and the outdoors. He never refused a project, and he was there every single time I needed him. Dad, without you, I never would have joined Scouts, never would have gotten my 50-miler, and definitely would not have gotten even close to where I am now. You've been a great mentor through my path to Eagle and a great dad, too. Thank you. Now I would like to thank my mother, Sasha Matherly. She, too, played a vital role in encouraging me to try Scouts. Once I did and began to earn the ranks and badges, she was there to spell check them, help me answer questions to the best of my ability, and brainstorm ideas whenever I needed her. When earning tenderfoot and personal fitness, she was there through all of the exercises, happily going on walks with me daily. During our camping trips, she works tirelessly to make everyone feel comfortable and at home, always there no matter what. She taught me so much through the years of She taught me so much from the years of time she put into my schooling and the time she spends on me every day. The advice and guidance she gives me are so important during my path to Eagle, and I know will continue to be important as my scouting and schooling journeys continue. She, too, made countless sacrifices for my benefit. She spends all of her time being there for the people around her. So many to look to her as a mom, friend, and leader. Mom, I want you to know how important you were and are to my journey. Without your support and guidance, I know I would never have made it this far. Never would I have had the strength to finish what I started without you there to support me. Thank you for being a wonderful leader, teacher, and mom. These people that I have thanked tonight not only show the Scout spirit through their actions, but live the law through their lives. It can be seen by how the people around them grow because of the seeds they planted. It can be seen by their quiet acts of service without the expectation of thanks. It can be seen here tonight as the path to Eagle for girls in Campbell County has been laid. I am merely the first to make that journey, but without the trail you all have set, without the guiding light held by each of you, I may very well have never started the trail, and if I had, I most certainly would have gotten lost. Now, it is our job to keep that path well lit for the next girls who strive to make the journey, to plant the seeds that will grow to be the base of their lives. I plan to do this to the very best of my ability, to pay forward the true kindness that was granted to me by all of you. For me, earning Eagle is not the end of my scouting journey. It is a step among many to make a difference for the people around you. It is a tool to use as you learn and you grow with your troop. It is there to teach leadership, morals, and skills that Scouts is all about. I look forward to applying all that is the step of my journey and what it has taught me in my everyday life, and to carry forth the ideals of scouting as my journey continues. Thank you.
Leave it to Claire to make a day that was all about her, all about everyone else, and to make me cry. As the Scoutmaster of Troop 435, I would like to offer my congratulations to Claire Matherly for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. I now declare this Eagle Court of Honor closed. We invite everyone present to come forward to congratulate the new Eagle Scout and her parents and to join us for an ice cream social located in the church hall. I would also remind everyone to sign the guest book for this special occasion. I thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to future Eagle Scout ceremonies right here in the same room.
So one last thing, or two last things before we close out completely and go eat some ice cream. There is no guest book because I didn't get one. That's on me. Send Claire an email. And how about a round of applause for the girls for only one run through of this, and they were absolutely flawless in their execution of it. So good job, girls. With that, thank you, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you in the hall.